It took Erling Haaland less than 30 minutes to destroy an entire football nation. Iraq walked into their World Cup opener with hope, with belief, with 36 years of waiting behind them. And in less than half an hour, Haaland had already scored twice. 2 goals. 1 man. The Iraqi defenders did not even know where to look. Every time the ball came near him, he was already gone and behind already finishing. By full time, Norway had won 4-1, and the entire football world understood one simple truth. This man is no longer just a club legend. He is now a World Cup nightmare. And the scary part? That was just match 1. Haaland walked into this tournament already carrying 55 international goals from only 50 appearances for his country. A goal involvement rate that no defender in world football wants to face. He is currently on an 11-match scoring streak for Norway, a run that stretches back over a year without a single blank. Tonight, Monday, June 22nd, L at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, Holland, faces his next test. Senegal, a team built on pure pace, power, and pride. A team that came into this World Cup as reigning African champions, expecting to compete with the very best. But Senegal's opening match ended in disaster, a 3-1 defeat to France that left their World Cup hopes hanging by a thread. Tonight, Senegal cannot afford another defeat. One more loss, and they are staring straight at a first-round exit. Standing in Haaland's way is veteran defender Koulibaly, a man who has shut down some of the greatest strikers in European football. Tonight, in front of 80,000 fans, these two collide. One striker chasing history, one defender fighting for his nation's survival. Stay with me until the very end, because I am going to break down exactly how this battle could decide the outcome of one of the toughest groups in this entire World Cup. Let me break this match down completely for you. First, Norway. Manager Ståle Solbakken has built something truly special with this golden generation, and the wait to see them on the World Cup stage has been agonizingly long. 28 years since Norway last qualified for a World Cup. An entire generation of fans grew up never seeing their country compete on this stage. But this current Norwegian squad ended that drought in dominant fashion, going through European qualifying with a perfect record. 8 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, 37 goals scored, only 5 conceded. That is not just qualification, that is a statement of intent. And the man leading that charge is Erling Haaland, the most clinical finisher in modern football. His opening World Cup performance against Iraq was simply ruthless. 2 goals inside the first half, total domination, a 4-1 victory that sent shockwaves through the entire tournament. But Norway is not a one-man team. Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard provides the creative spark behind Haaland, pulling strings in midfield and unlocking defenses with his vision and passing range. Alexander Sorloth offers a physical, alternative threat up front, while RB Leipzig winger Antonio Nusa brings genuine pace and flair down the flanks. And here is some massive good news for Norway heading into tonight's match. Both fullbacks Julian Ryerson and David Möller-Wolf, who picked up knocks against Iraq, have fully recovered. That means Solbakken can field his strongest possible starting 11 tonight, with no fitness concerns whatsoever across the entire squad. The predicted lineup tonight is Nyland in goal, Ryerson, Hegem, Ajer, and Wolf across the back 4, Odegaard, Berge, and Orsnes controlling midfield, and the lethal front 3 of Sorloth, Haaland, and Nusa leading the attack. This Norway side arrives at MetLife Stadium with confidence, momentum, and the most feared striker in world football in red-hot form. They sit top of Group 1 after Matchday 1 and a win tonight would put them on the verge of securing their place in the knockout rounds with a game still to spare. Now let's talk about Senegal. Because this is a team fighting for their World Cup survival tonight. Senegal arrived at this tournament as reigning African champions, carrying the pride and expectation of an entire continent. But their opening match against France exposed just how difficult this group truly is. Kylian Mbappe scored twice, Bradley Barcola added a third, and despite a spirited response, Senegal fell 3-1. The result has put them in a must-win situation heading into tonight. Because if they fail to beat Norway, their path to the knockout rounds becomes incredibly difficult heading into the final group match. The spine of this Senegal team is built on experience. Goalkeeper Edouard Mendy commands the back line with the calm authority of a player who has won major trophies at club level. Veteran center-back Kalidou Koulibaly is the defensive leader, a man who has spent his entire career shutting down elite strikers across Europe. And tonight, he faces arguably his toughest test yet in Erling Haaland. Going forward, Senegal possessed genuine star quality. Sadio Mane, arguably the most iconic player in his nation's history, drifts in from the left to combine with Chelsea loanee Nicholas Jackson through the middle, while Ismaïla Sarr provides direct pace and width on the right. The predicted lineup tonight sees Mendy in goal, Diatta, Koulibaly, Niakate, and Diouf across the back four, Kamara and the Gueye partnership controlling midfield, with Sarr, Jackson, and Mane forming a dangerous, pacey front three. Tactically, this match comes down to one critical question: can Koulibaly and Senegal's defensive line stay compact and disciplined enough to nullify Haaland's movement? Because if they get isolated even once, Haaland punishes mistakes ruthlessly. On the other side, if Senegal's front three find space the way they briefly did against France in the first half, they have more than enough quality to hurt Norway on the counterattack. The betting markets currently favor Norway, with odds suggesting roughly a 44% chance of a Norwegian win, 27% for a draw, and 31% for a Senegal victory. So here is my final prediction. I believe Norway wins this match 2-1, with Erling Haaland continuing his incredible scoring streak and getting on the score sheet yet again. But do not be surprised if Senegal's pace and quality in behind causes serious problems, because this Senegal squad has too much individual talent to go down without a real fight. If Norway wins tonight, they take a massive step toward the knockout stage of this World Cup with one game still to spare. If Senegal wins, this entire group stays alive and unpredictable heading into the final round. This is exactly why Group 1 is being called the toughest group in the entire tournament. Make sure you subscribe right now, hit that notification bell, and tell me in the comments, can anyone stop Erling Haaland this World Cup? I will see you in the next video.